right
like,
now.
You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
That's what we.
It's
that's
the time that
that's
we
the thing right now. Hopping on. Different stuff.
Pursue the passions and go get it, man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Because go get it. Nothing's guaranteed, so.
Nothing.
Fuck that. You might as well just go for what you want to do.
Exactly, bro.
And then, and also my love for, I guess, going to coffee shops all over Brooklyn. So I first moved to Brooklyn, and then I'm going in all these shops, which is kind of like, and then 9 years ago is when kind of, what do you call it, Barclays Center.
Yeah.
It was still being built. It wasn't finished yet. It was still in the ground and making. But you saw the whole, you saw the whole construction stuff. So I'm going to all these coffee places that I like to go, and then I would, I wouldn't feel. I'm like, what the fuck? These shits are trash.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, not even but just like, I feel like I can't even chill in there. It's like, man, all these boring ass white people, like with the beards, with the all that stuff where you going. You know how I feel. You going in, like, it feel like, oh shit, everybody, like, you're not even supposed to be in the. You're like, wow, I can't even enjoy it. And then that's where they put all the gourmet, because I like a strong, like, I'm trying to get the best coffee. Mm-hmm. So it's like, why do I have to go to one of these spaces to feel, to get a good cup of coffee? And those places always, I guess, represent gentrification to
it's
the
just catered to a different demographic.
Yeah. And then the ironic thing about it is, and then that now that I go to these coffee shops, I pointed out to most of these people, and they don't even realize it. When you look at what you're actually drinking, the place that it come from is black and brown places like Colombia. So then they all the resources are taken, and then they take it to their shops. And then when people get in there, you saw the Starbucks, they call the cops on people that get there. So it's like the people. So basically, it's like people that look like the people who y'all don't like to come in your establishments are actually the people whose blood are like whose blood, sweat, tears are going into them, like picking it, putting it in the bags. It's sustaining their whole family, like literally, like so. And then they're taking that to a place, and then not even allowing the people that look like them just to even enjoy it. So I was like, nah, I have to find. So that's what kind of made me be like, I'm starting my own thing. I need to find how like all of the cool, like all of the cool other like black, brown, women like shops that's basically support the community, and that I feel like one, they have the best coffee, and that support the community, that I feel like that embrace us, and that's cool. Like I like the culture. Like I was born in 85, so I grew up in the 90s. So that basically I think that's like one of the coolest areas to grow up in, the 90s era. So I love like the culture, the style. I love J's. I love like I grew up watching Jordan. Like I don't know, just shit like that. Jordan, the culture, the style, like the Nickelodeon, just like all of the aesthetics.
That was the pinnacle. Like, we was babies at that time, and like,
exactly.
I remember like the late 90s
and then watching all shit like Wild and Crazy Kids and this. So then like all of that building with the culture, it's like I like shops like I'm seeing like more of them pop up and the mix of it like the shoes.
Like, cause like I would love to support. Like I mean, honestly, I'm at a point in my life where I'm real focused on like saving my bread. So it's like I've been drinking coffee at the crib, like. And I get fucking...
Even there, it's what do you call it? Brands you could just, like, get at home or whatever.
I be
you don't even have
like,
this...
fucking chock full of beans. My grandma's I'm Puerto Rican, man. My grandma's heavy on a Cafe Bustelo, like, every morning. Cafe Bustelo. But, like, I need coffee I can put in my mug and just go to work.
Speaking of Puerto Rican, there's a whole place called Puerto Rican Imports I'm trying to go to. It's in the city. It's been there. It's one of the first coffee shops that's been there in the city since, like, the 1800s or whatever. They have the fresh... I'm going to put that on the page later. And that's why I have the page, because... See, this is how I find out a lot of stuff. Like, people like you will ask me, I want to find out. So then guess what? I'm like, damn, let me find out.
Because my association that's why I got the page and then what you described before.
Yeah, like, you see, that's what I mean. That's what we're changing the dynamic now. And then when it comes into our neighborhoods, I want it to be like, if it's a black owned whatever, like, it's inclusive. Like, when you see a cool ass coffee shop, I don't want it to be like, damn, we out here kicked out of the neighborhood. I want to be like, no, y'all come in. This is part of the aesthetic. This is for us. This is going back to the community, which is like, I'm seeing... And, like, that's why I bought some of these brands.
Yeah, of course.
Then I'm seeing that our people doing or whatever, and that's going back to the community. And that's making just fire because the aesthetics is cool. We always know what shit is cool. Like, shit is always fire. And then they usually take it and put it in their shops and make it boring.
Yeah.
Like, say they'll take, like, whatever, they be like, oh, yeah, and then I guess take the design, take the cool shit, and then take it to some place that we feel like, damn, I can't even walk in here. I can't even order nothing. I don't know what the fuck they have on the menu. I just want to walk out as soon as I go in type shit. So
just order.
Yeah, so that is the point of the Black Bean to be like, all right, so then I'm gonna find this shop, put it up here. So that's what kind of inspired, and then that's what kind of inspired me to put it out there.
Puerto Rico import. I haven't even been there.
No,
I've never heard of that.
No, bro. Then the reason I found out because working at Trader Joe's, that's a good thing about it. I get in contact with. See, it's not when I'm at work. I bring up people, do all that stuff, but it's a kind of a networking place because everyone everyone's got to eat.
Yeah.
No matter what, you make $1 million, you make $5, whatever the fuck. You gotta eat. You gotta whatever grocery stop, normal shit. So Trader Joe's is like that everyday spot for a lot of people. So I saw a lady. I saw an elderly Puerto Rican lady with the bag, and she was like. I was like, yo, what is that? Like, because that sparked anything I see, like, I'm like, nah, that's a coffee bag. Yeah. And she had the fresh. She was like, nah, this one I've been going to for 30 years. It's been in the shop. She was telling me like all about the owners and all that stuff. Wow. And I was like, oh wow. I was like, no, I had to go. I wrote it down, and then now I followed the page, and I'm like, nah, that's I have a list of different shops I'm trying to find that I go to. The ones I have on are mainly right now just been like Brooklyn and Manhattan, but I'm doing all like New York things to eventually do coffee tours or whatever. Do like a coffee talk, like say how we're doing here. I'm gonna be like take you to the coffee shop.
Word.
We get some fire stuff.